Bill McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place with AI and a clever spin. Join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.
Hey, welcome to the show. And of course, I'm your host, Bill McIntosh. And let me see here. Give me a big hello in the chat. Just want to make sure that we are indeed live and broadcasting here. So give me a big, happy, excited, warm hello in the chat. And of course, if you're wondering what the show's about and why you're here, I have driven over $100 million in revenue across all of my businesses over the last 25 plus years. And I've made it my new mission in life is to help as many entrepreneurs like you as possible to achieve success using all of the latest cutting edge strategies with AI, modern marketing techniques, and the cutting edge of how to build and grow a business online. And so I'm here to help you. If you're a brand new entrepreneur, you're trying to start your first business and want to get your first income stream running online, all the way to somebody who has an existing business. And if you're looking for cutting edge strategies to grow that business, I'm here to help you out. And that's what this show is all about. On the show, I usually do at least one, sometimes a couple of segments of training. So we cover new cutting edge information. I'll teach you how to do something, or I'll show you, kind of enlighten you a bit on a new or different strategy that you can use to either start a business or grow a business, either way. And today on this show, we're going to be talking about list building, which is my most profitable activity. Out of all the different business activities, all the different assets and things that I have created in my 25 plus years of doing this, building a list has been by far the single most profitable. If I had to pick one item across all of my business that I would call the most profitable, that would be building and using our email lists across my different businesses. And so we're going to be talking about that today on the show. And let's see here. I got the hellos there. Oh, wow. I see John out there. Hey, John. Haven't seen you in a while. Got Daryl. So we got also DE Productions, one of our regulars. And our audience is a little bit light today on the live broadcast, but I'm sure it will build as we continue. And do we have anybody who's new, by the way? I always love to check in and see if we have any new subscribers or new viewers. Let me know if you haven't been on one of my live shows before. Say, I'm new in the chat. Just drop it right into the chat and say, I'm new, and let me know if you're a newcomer to the chat. And cool. Okay, there we go. We got Heidi, we got Dawn, we got Lisa, and SV Infinite Karma. I like Infinite Karma. That sounds pretty cool. Is a new first-time viewer. And we got, let's see, Deborah Schaefer is new. Matt M is new. Daryl Cross is old. So that's all right, Daryl. I'm glad that you're old with me, hanging out with me. Let's see, we have John Cesario is new. Awesome. All right. Well, we got both new and old timers here. So thanks for joining us. And we do this show every single Wednesday. Now I've skipped a couple, like we skipped New Year's Day and I skipped Christmas, for example. But usually we are here every single Wednesday live, here to help you with your business. Yeah, that's the topic of the show. And one of the things I do want to mention, those who are watching, we have a webinar. I did a training and sales webinar last night. So I was live last night, and we have a replay of that up. Now that replay, I want to just give everybody a heads up. If you're somebody who's been interested in our commission engine product line, where we use AI to create commission generating businesses, it's a whole automation platform that will create an entire affiliate marketing business where you earn commissions promoting different products and services. If you've all been interested in that, I want to let you know that the replay for that webinar is up and live right now. Now, it's only up until tomorrow night. At the time we're here now, tomorrow night it's going to be pulled offline and it will be gone. So I want to give everyone a heads up that if you would like to watch that, if you would like to learn a little bit more about how to use AI to make push button businesses that actually spit out commission for you using these tools, then you'll want to watch that webinar replay. And producer Nick, can you share that? Oh, looks like you already did. So I'm going to pin that for the moment. Let's see. Oh, actually, no, I can't. Hold on. I got to do that over here. Of course, I completely forgot to log into the YouTube studio again. We're using StreamYard to do our broadcasts, and great product, by the way, if you do live broadcasting. Love StreamYard. Been using it a long time. And I forgot to log into the YouTube studio so I can go pin that comment. So we'll head over here. It's right there. And now I can pin it. Okay, so I've pinned that into the chat section if you want to go check that out after the show. Of course, we have some training for you here now, and you get to hang out with us live. But watch that replay. It is up again tomorrow at midnight. Poof. Or maybe it turns into pumpkin like it does to Cinderella. So either way, it'll be gone tomorrow at midnight. Now, I think we are all geared up. Producer Nick, are we set to move on to the topic at hand?
Yes.
Fantastic. Of course, I need my caffeine to get us started. And here we go. So on this show, for those of you who are first-time viewers, you're new to the channel, what I do is I record these live shows. We do it from the standpoint of letting my content team, so producer Nick, who's behind the scenes here, I'll bring you up to the camera here, Nick. So there's producer Nick. So producer Nick and his team take the training that we do on these shows and they edit them up and turn them into all kinds of different content that we use in courses. We release like video trainings and spread it in social media. So what you'll see as I'm doing the training I'm about to do, you might see me do retakes. You might see me make notes for my video editors, things like that. So just want you to have a heads up so you know what the heck is going on. I'm not talking to myself and haven't gone crazy, and I am here live. So we'll be recording that. And then after we're done recording the segment of the training itself, then I'm going to come back to you, the live audience, and we're going to do open Q&A. So we'll do some Q&A about the training. So if you have any questions, as I'm going through this, if something is puzzling to you, you want a little clarification, put it into the live chat, and then producer Nick, he'll grab it and we'll do open Q&A after I'm finished delivering the content part of today's training. Okay. And then also one of the things that we do with YouTube that you might find insightful, I record a dedicated hook first. The hook is like the intro of the video, the first part that like grabs you and makes you want to watch the video. So we record that first, and then I start recording the content. So we're going to get into that now. We good to go, Nick?
Good to go.
All right, cool. By the way, how are the fires?
Oh my God. It's wild up here.
Yeah, it's like burning all around where Nick lives. And is the sky like just filled with smoke or?
Oh yeah, it's orange.
Wow.
I forgot to send them to you on my rooftop. I can see them from my roof, and it's
oh, you
wild.
can see the fires from your roof.
Yeah, I took pictures. When we're done, I'll send them to you.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed. Good luck up there. I know you lost internet at home even. So
yeah, no, it's still down. I'm out of the home right now. I'm in my co-working space in my pod at the co-working space.
All right.
But yeah, it's a fiasco.
Oh, I've been watching the news. It's just completely crazy what I'm seeing up there.
Yeah, well, do you have the app that shows like which areas are evacuating?
No, I don't. Yeah.
I'm like on the border. I'm like really close to the line. So,
I didn't realize you were that close to the evacuation. That's
yeah. So
okay.
I know. Hopefully it'll be fine, but
hopefully your mom's not watching this, and then this.
Yeah, she was texting about it yesterday.
Yeah. All right. Well, then here we go. So when I record my teleprompter, which if you haven't figured out, Nick is up in LA. That's where he's at. So he's right there front line with all the crazy fires that are going on. So, but yes, so I'm going to record the hook right now. And when I do that, it's from my teleprompter. So we're going to use the teleprompter. I'm going to do the hook, and then here, hold on. There we go. And then we'll start with the training. So here we go. In this video, I will show you 6 powerful ways to build your first email list. And the best part of this is that these email list building strategies that I'm about to show you, they're simple enough that anyone can do them, even if you've never built a list before. Now, if you're on a quest to make $5,000, $10,000, or even $100,000 a month, building a list is the most urgent thing that you should be doing right now. Because I can tell you from personal experience, building an email list was one of the most profitable things that I have ever done. And over half of the $100 million in revenue that I've made in my businesses has come from my lists. And if I had to start right over again, let's say I had to hit the reset button and start from scratch again at 0, the very first thing I would do is to start build. Okay, we're going to do a quick retake here. Note for editor, you can clean that up. The very first thing that I would do is build a brand new list. And the strategies that I'm about to show you, they're not theories. These are legitimate tactics that have already been proven to get thousands of subscribers, and many of them can be done without even spending a dime in expenses. So when you stick around all the way to the very end, by the way, I have 3 bonus techniques that you can use to not only get to 1,000 subscribers, but take it far beyond that to build 10, 20, or 100,000 subscriber lists. But let me tell you, you better pay attention, because I've installed a time bomb on this very video right here, because 24 hours after this video drops, I'm going to take the bonus clips, boom, and out they go, and you'll miss out. So make sure if you've caught this video early on, watch it all the way to the end for the bonus content, because this is my reward for loyal subscribers who have their notification turned on and they watch my videos early. So, all right, let's get into it. Okay, there is my hook. And if you guys want to ask about this self-destruction thing we're doing, so we're actually starting to do special bonuses to channel subscribers, where there's going to be bonus content and additional materials to those who watch in the first 24 hours. So just a heads up for that you're going to start to see that on my channel more and more. Yeah, it's self-destructing bonus content for early viewers of our videos. So that's something we're going to be doing. So you can ask me about it if you're curious, and we'll talk about that in Q&A. But now we're going to go to the training segment of the show. So note for editor, we're going to now do our training, and we'll start with that. And by the way, was that good, Nick? Did we get that all in the can and good to go?
Yeah, good to go.
All right, then on to the content we shall go. Oh, you probably want to hide yourself from this one. Okay, good. And here we go. Now, like in many of my trainings, I have a slide deck and a list of resources, including all the different links, case studies, and information that you need to apply the training from today. And if you'd like, I can give that to you. It's totally free. All I ask is that you join our Ingeniosity newsletter. It's a 100% free newsletter subscription. We send an issue out every Friday it's packed full of actionable tips to help you start and grow your business. So if you subscribe to that, I'll give you all the resources, the deck, and you can download all of it totally free. Check the links in the description below or down in the comments, and you can get that totally free. So let's do this. Let's head to the deck now. So here is the deck, by the way, that you can download should you join our free email list. Then, of course, this training is all about our 6 email list building strategies that you can use to hit your first 1,000 subscribers and build $1 million business. So we'll continue on. Now, the first strategy, this is strategy number 6. We're counting them down from the first one all the way down to my favorite. So we'll start with strategy number 6, and that is messaging people on Facebook. And this is a little weird. When I first heard about this myself, I thought it was a little odd. But listen, because people are using this and it's working. So let's, and here I'll come on the screen here myself. And this strategy is a little controversial, and maybe it's not for everyone. But this is exactly how Thomas Shields, so there's a case study I'm going to show you here, and Thomas Shields used this to get his first 1,000 subscribers, and now he's moved on to, he has over 150,000 subscribers. But you'll find that early on, when you're first building a list, getting momentum to get that first 5,000 or even the first 1,000 subscribers, you know, it takes a lot of, like, it's an uphill battle, right? And you need to get momentum. And once you have momentum going and your subscribers are starting to come in, it's kind of snowballs and the list just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So this is a great early strategy that takes effort without having to spend a lot of money. Which, by the way, his newsletter, it's about pickleball. So, which is, you know, the trendy sport. My younger son loves to play pickleball. He keeps trying to get me to go with him. But anyway, that's what the newsletter's about. So to get his first 5,000 subscribers for The Dink, which is his pickleball newsletter, he went to one of the largest Facebook groups on Facebook. It was a pickleball forum. It had 100,000 plus members in that now. And he went ahead and what he did is he just joined that group. And then he decided he was going to get active. He jumped in there, got active in the group, engaged with the group, shared content. He didn't just like jump in as a stranger, right? I want to get that clear. As he jumped in and became sort of like an active member of the community. And then he would send them a friend request. You know, he would find people that were in that group with him, send them a friend request. And then from there, he would then share his free newsletter and get them to go from the group to being a friend to joining his email newsletters. Now, you know, look, it's a cold strategy, meaning you cold email some people. And some people love it, some people don't, but it does work. It actually works really, really well. And actually, some of your celebrity sort of marketers that exist in the space, that's how they do their businesses. They're filled with cold outreach, reaching out to people who have never heard of them before through things like Facebook groups. And so that's a great way to go from a Facebook group to a friend to a newsletter subscriber. Okay. And but yeah, he built up to 5,000 subscribers using this. And by the way, this case study is courtesy of Growth in Reverse. So we can see here, let me just see if I can go there. There we go. And I'll put a link to that in the deck. So if you want to go look at this in great detail, all the different steps, a lot more information is contained in that case study that's inside of Growth in Reverse. So thanks to them for doing such an awesome job. So that was strategy number 6, and we're counting them down to my favorite and most effective strategies. And we're now moving to number 5, and that is cross promotion. Cross promotion is also really good when your newsletter is young, because what you will do is you will find other newsletter owners, other list owners, and you'll find them that have similar size lists. So people like you that are like, you know, grinding to get that first 1,000 subscribers, and then you cross promote each other. And you would be surprised how willing other list owners are to do that. And this is also why you want to try to find other lists that are similar in size to you. And you just literally email your list and cross promote each other. And then both of you grow. And I think a lot of people get freaked out about this because they think, oh, but they're competition, you know, and now I got to compete for these eyeballs. Don't worry about that, especially at this stage. You know, otherwise you would be stuck as a tiny little newsletter, not experiencing growth. And what is that going to help you with? So instead, what I have found is even if I have subscribers that are on multiple different competitors' newsletters, that's okay. I still can do really well and I can still make lots of money. So, and then this example, we're going to show you here. And this is from Stack Marketer. Josh Spector ran a cross promo. And so what he found is he sent a cross promo. He promoted it to 1,200 people that he had, and he got 250 subscribers. And then it's just like a crisscross, right? Back and forth. You each promote one another's email opt-in forms, like the form to subscribe to your either your free download or your newsletter. And this is how you get some early momentum. And of course, this case study is courtesy of Indie Hackers. So this will also, I'll give you the link directly to the detailed case study in the deck when you download it. And thanks again for Indie Hackers for their great case study pointing out how well this works. So we're counting down. Now we're moving on to number 4. And this one is a little weird, but incredibly effective. And that's the pen and paper technique. Now, some of the world's most successful newsletters have actually started with this strategy. So don't discount. It's going to sound odd and you're going to think, really? Does this actually work? And I want to tell you, heck yeah, it does. Again, some of the largest, most successful newsletters, subscriber lists that are out there have been built this way. Okay. And this is exactly what it sounds like. You're going to get in front of your target audience in the quote unquote real world, right? So that might mean going to meetups. It might mean going to events, seminars. Heck, there was even an example of one that goes to college campuses and walks around with a clipboard. And you're basically going to come up with a little pitch trying to get people to join your newsletter, and you just get them to literally write their name and email on a piece of paper. Sounds crazy, but then you just take that home and you manually enter them into your subscriber list, into your newsletter list. And this, again, it sounds odd. It seems like at first thought you would think this doesn't work, but oh my gosh, does it work? And we have another case study from this. And the Morning Brew. So remember I talked about some of the most successful email lists on the planet? The Morning Brew is one of them. And that's how they got their first 2,000 subscribers. Today, they have millions of subscribers and they make 8 figures, meaning $100 million plus from that brand. And they started with a pen and paper. Okay. And so in the deck, you can read more about that and you'll understand how that worked for Alex Lieberman in the way he got Morning Brew started. And we also have a case study for that. That is for first1000.co, courtesy of them. So again, I will link to that case study. You can read the full case study here of how they grew Morning Brew from 0 to their millions of subscribers that they have now. Moving on down to number 3. Okay, so strategy number 3. This one is starting fights, which sounds odd, but what's that all about? So controversy is a great way to actually get a lot of attention. Some people, I know for me, I'm not a real super controversial, not a very aggressive sort of like head, I don't want to go out and start fights and cause problems and whatever. But let me tell you, if you can figure out how to stir up some controversy, it works. I know, because some of the most traffic that I have ever driven to some of my brands have come when there's controversy and you got people arguing about things. It attracts so much attention. And here how we're going to use that is we're going to get email subscribers out of it. And so this case study is all about how Andrew Gazdecki, I think I'm going to pronounce that correctly, promoted his newsletter. He's got a newsletter called Bootstrappers. As he says here, it started with beef marketing, essentially picking a fight with TechCrunch over Twitter. So he went and picked a fight with one of the largest brands in the tech space, and that got him attention, which is how he then pushed people into his subscribers. Okay. And let's see here. And actually, you know what I want to do? So note for editor, we're going to adjust this just a little bit. Hey, producer Nick, do you want to talk about this one? Maybe I can bring you in for this one.
Sure.
Okay. So here, pop out and then pop in when I call on you. So note for editor, we're going to actually cut Nick in at this point and have him talk a little bit about this. And so for this strategy, I would like to bring in our very own producer, Nick, from the show, who helps with our live broadcast and helps run the show. Nick, are you out there?
Yes, I am. Hey.
Yay. So I know you're a little bit more familiar with this story. And can you give us enlighten us a little bit about how this one worked?
Yeah, for sure. So this was Bootstrappers, and it was operated by the company MicroAcquire, which is now Acquire. And they're a marketplace for buying and selling businesses. And they kind of wanted to set themselves apart from these big venture-backed type startups, that get their quote unquote more legit, and they get VC and they grow super fast. And they felt like TechCrunch was leaving like the little guy out, leaving the indie hacker and the bootstrapper. And the bootstrappers are people who build startups without raising VC. So to set himself apart, get some controversy, he picked a fight with TechCrunch over Twitter. And, his tweet blew up. He promoted the Twitter inside the thread. He promoted his newsletter inside the thread after those tweets picked up, and he collected a ton of subscribers. I actually don't know the exact stats, but I know it was 100% organic. This isn't like, a paid performance campaign. This is just kind of like a viral growth hacky stunt.
Well, I think that's one of the beautiful parts of this is you get to you can supercharge the social algorithm. So like on X, I'm sure it picked it up and started distributing it. As the more and more people were fighting and commenting back and forth on X, the more the algorithm picked it up and amplified it. So it's a great free way to actually get a lot of attention and clicks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know it as an example. One of in one of our businesses, this was actually in the survival niche, where you help people get learn how to become self-prepared and survive disasters and power outages and fires and things like that. And in that niche, when we would get controversy and people arguing, they literally arguing in the comment section, those would blow up. And literally we could have a single article get us millions of clicking to our website, generating controversy like this. So I know firsthand that this can be very effective. All right, cool. Thank you, producer Nick. And we're going to move on and go on to the next method. And by the way, this one also, the full case study is linked to in the deck. You can go check that out when you download our deck, totally free. So we're coming on down to strategy number 2, and that is posting on Reddit, which that seems, if you're familiar with Reddit, that sounds a little weird, right? Because Reddit tends to be kind of a little bit against overly promotional, overly sales kinds of things. But guess what? If you do it right, getting people on a free newsletter can feel a little bit more like you're helping them. And on sites like Reddit, who are very resistant to commercial salesy kind of things, it can be a great kind of like sneaky way to get people to join your list because it's helpful. You're going to be providing content and value through that list. And so I think that's kind of another angle here. And in this case study, this is from Eric Lamb, and he promoted a newsletter called Exploding Ideas. And this is how he got his first 5,000 subscribers, and it was totally free. That's another cool thing about this strategy is it's, again, another free strategy to build a subscriber list. So he went into Reddit communities, also known as subreddits, and that had overlap or were related to his topic and his audience. And then he engaged with those communities, engaged with their content, shared his own content. And then at the end of the post, he would plug his newsletter. But again, think of it more like not being overly aggressive and overly salesy, but dropping it in a way that just seems helpful. It's like, oh, by the way, if you want more value than that, you can go to my newsletter. So just make it very casual, very helpful, and only do it after actually engaging in the community and providing value, okay? And otherwise, if you just run around spamming your link everywhere, odds are you're going to get whacked in Reddit and get either thrown out of the subreddits and eventually get thrown off Reddit entirely. Okay. So here's an example post. So if you can see here what he said, he's providing value. Why is this important? And then he goes into details, engaging in questions and information that's been happening in that thread, right? In that discussion, people are talking about these topics. So he's now providing value here. And then look at the bottom where he says, P.S. If you like this kind of analysis, here's more of this free newsletter, right? Again, very casual, very light. He didn't lead off with a big promotion of his newsletter. He provided value and then dropped that in there. And by the way, one quick way to do this, you could use AI, this might be a little controversial, to find some valuable facts or valuable information. Don't just copy and paste it out of ChatGPT. You can use it to brainstorm up some example ideas or valuable stuff that you can share in the community related to the threads, related to the conversations that are happening in there, and then do this exact strategy. Again, with that little PS at the bottom, that could be a very timely, time-effective way to use this. Again, this case study is also linked in the deck. You'll get that for free when you download it. And hey, strategy number 1. I love this one. We're doing it ourselves. We're using YouTube to build our subscriber list, which did you notice that I keep telling you, you can download the deck, right? I keep reminding you that I'm going to give you this deck for free when you subscribe to our newsletter. So YouTube is incredibly effective, and YouTube, again, can be a totally free way to get subscribers. There are some tricks that you can actually use a little bit of paid spending to amplify your results on YouTube. It's a topic for another video, but YouTube can be totally free. It just takes some persistence. And don't worry, it doesn't mean you have to appear with your like head and shoulder talking head type video on YouTube like I do. There are a lot of different styles and methods and approaches to doing video content on YouTube that can be very, very effective. Even faceless YouTube channels that just have AI personas can be very effective and get lots of attention and clicks. So I love it. This is a great, fantastic way of doing it. I'm doing it this way. I'm getting new free subscribers on our email list every single day using YouTube. Okay, so note for editor, you can clean this up a little bit. I'm going to transition into the bonus strategies. So producer Nick, I'm thinking about bringing you on again for this. Do you want to be prepared to pop yourself back in? So, okay, cool. Okay, here, we'll pick it up from here. Now we're talking about our bonus strategies. And I want to let you know that if you're one of the lucky ones, one of the quick action takers who took action in the first 24 hours of this video, I now have bonus strategies that you can get here. So what we're going to do is after the 24 hours is over, we're going to be cutting this part of the video out, and the bonus strategies will not be available. So I want to let you know, this is a great time to let you know to subscribe to the channel. You will see down below the subscription link, the big red button that says subscribe, tap that, and then make sure you turn on your notifications. And if you're a past subscriber and you haven't turned your notifications on, go do that now. You'll see there's a little drop down on the subscribe button. When you click subscribe, you can click the little drop down. There's like a little bell icon. You click that and you select the option so that YouTube will tell you every time we go live with new content. And if you do that, you can be here early because we do bonus content for our early, quick action takers, the members of our community that are here quickly and then watch the video early. It helps the channel, and I'd like to give back for incentivizing that quick action of you. And so we're going to dive into some bonus strategies that are all about how to grow and make the list even bigger. Now, if you got here late and you missed these bonus strategies, definitely subscribe and all of that. But I want to let you know the bonus strategies will also be available in a different form. We're going to put them in a written form that you can access through our Ingeniosity newsletter as well. So if you got to this point and the video is about to end, don't worry. Just go ahead and subscribe to the newsletter, and we have a written version of this training we'll give you as well. Okay? And with that, we're going to, some of you, the video may end right here. And for those of you who are here early, we'll continue on with the bonus training. So subscribe to the channel. Give us a like if you got value out of this training, and I hope to see you next time if you got here late. If you got here early, well, let's go. So we'll get into the bonus strategies. And a note for editor and producer Nick. I didn't bring you in. You don't have to worry about it. I'm going to just take it from here. Okay, back to it. Here we go. All right. So again, subscribe, and we'll send you in these written bonus strategies. You'll get them along with the deck. But here we go. Let's dive into them for those of you who are here early. Bonus strategy number 3, and that is using giveaways. And this is a strategy that works wonders. Now, one catch is you do have to have access. You have to be able to get in front of an audience, whether it's your audience, somebody else's, or maybe through social media or other places. You have to be able to capitalize on an audience. So this is a great strategy to use once you have 1,000 or more subscribers, as an example. So you've built your newsletter up, you've got it to at 1,000 subscribers, and you can use this tactic to really amplify it and start to get that exponential kind of snowball effect of your list growing and growing and growing. Okay. You probably heard, I don't know if you've heard of Colin and Samir. It's a YouTube channel, and they use this to actually get 8,000 newsletter subscribers in a single day. Okay. And they did it with a video called Deleting This Video Tomorrow. Okay. And you can see that here. And in the video, they announced a giveaway. So in that giveaway, they gave a creator kit that was worth $1,000. And inside the kit was some different tech gadgets and stuff like that. And in order to qualify to win, people had to join their newsletter. And if you know a bit about my past history, one of the things that I'm known for is different viral strategies to get clicks to your business. And giveaways incentivize people to join your mailing list. And in their case, they gave away something kind of expensive, but you don't have to. Free giveaways can be things as simple as like additional like coaching or help or guides or other stuff that you can give them. You can also make deals. You can go do a sponsor deal. If you have 1,000 people on a newsletter list, you can go to a company and say, hey, I'd like to feature you and promote your product. In exchange, I just want one for free that I can give away to my audience. It's a great way to also do a giveaway. And I'm sure in their case, that's probably what they did. They probably did a sponsor deal where they got a company to give them the giveaway so they could then promote that sponsor to their subscriber list. So this is a very, again, remember, you at this point, you have 1,000 or more subscribers, you have an audience, and you can do stuff like this. So go out, get someone to donate and give you the prize for free in exchange for you promoting them. And then you do that giveaway to reach an even bigger audience and get the word out. And people will have to subscribe to your list in order to now qualify to win that giveaway. Make sense? And this case study is also featured in the deck, so you'll be able to get access to it there. Now, bonus strategy number 2. This is for refined ads, okay? So you can get thousands of subscribers for free. And we've talked about a lot of free strategies so far in the video, but you can get 10 times the traction, 10 times the clicks, 10 times the subscribers, and you can speed up your path to profit if you're willing to invest in paid advertising. And that's where Refined comes in. It's something, I don't know if you've heard about it. Not a lot of people know about it, surprisingly. But Refined is a content discovery platform where there's different kind of articles and newsletters and different things that people can get access to based on their interests. And you can actually run an ad targeting all the different audiences in the different niche markets that are available through Refined. And they've got they've got a humongous audience. So you can get a lot of clicks, a lot of subscribers from them very fast. So if you'd like to get a lot of subscribers, you want to go from 1,000 to 10,000 subscribers quickly, this is how you do it. Now, the best part of this is you get to predict how much your subscribers are going to cost, okay? So you actually bid with them based upon how much you're willing to pay per subscriber. And this is something that I'm actually going to be doing a live case study using this strategy in the near future. So keep it tuned in here to the channel, and we'll do a live case study of this where we'll go out, start a brand new campaign, brand new ads, and show you what happens when you use this feature to get new subscribers. But I definitely endorse it. It's called Refined. Okay, cool. Now, moving on to bonus strategy number 1, and that is referrals. Referrals are like rocket fuel for your newsletter list or your subscriber list. And that's talking about Morning Brew from an earlier one. That's one of the things that they did as they got traction, as they got momentum. They used this to really start to scale up to millions of subscribers. And you can see here what it looked like. They actually incentivized you to share this with your friends and family and coworkers and so forth. And by incentivizing referrals, they really amplified their newsletter. Okay. And again, this is something that I like to do a lot of. I talked about doing giveaways and prizes and stuff. Well, you can incentivize people to share your newsletter and let them have a chance at winning stuff or getting access to stuff based upon them referring others. And it's crazy. I've done this, and I've seen people that they're willing to go to their social media. I've seen people that sign up for one of my referral programs. They'll go spam Twitter. They'll go spam Facebook. I've had people that have big newsletter lists. I've had someone with a 25,000 person email list want to win my referral contest. So they went and emailed their entire 25,000 person list multiple times so that they could win my referral contest. And so this is a fantastic way to just incentivize that behavior. And there's a lot of tools available out there that can help you do this. And an example here that we're going to talk about here is a one called the Pour Over. And they're using referrals as part of their growth strategy. And by the way, if you use Beehive, I'll link to our affiliate link down below if you're interested in Beehive. It's an email marketing platform for newsletters, and they have built-in referral strategies built into their platform, into their system. But back to the Pour Over. So they use this strategy for growth, and now they've got 900,000 subscribers. So here's a screenshot out of their newsletter talking about how they're going to reward people for sending referrals and telling their friends and family and all of that stuff. And in this case, they didn't do a giveaway or sweepstakes. They just rewarded everyone who did it. And here they gave out a $5 gift card to everybody who gets 2 subscribers or more. Okay, and again, we have a link to that case study as well. Here he talks about how they use the Beehive referral tool to pull off their referral giveaway. And again, we'll link to that case study here. And I do want to let you know that email marketing, at the outset of this video, I talked about how it was the single most powerful, most profitable strategy, and I really did mean it. So I don't need to hook you in to watch the video. You've been here all to this time, and I want you to know that really, truly is the path for you building a profitable business. Every business that you might want to start, you need a list. And so I want, note for editor, we'll clean this up. And so I would recommend that immediately when you start your first business or your next business, that you immediately begin building a list. Even if that list starts out small and you're just getting a few dozen subscribers on the list as a starting point, just get started, because before you know it, you'll look back and you'll see you've got 1,000 people on your list or more, and it will be so worthwhile. So get started building your list faster, sooner rather than later. Come back and thank me for it when you've got your first 1,000 subscribers. And by the way, I am curious, what kind of email newsletter or what kind of subscriber list are you interested in building? you in a particular niche market or particular type of email list that you would like to build? Let me know about that. Pop that down below and let me know any questions you've got about building, growing, or making money from an email subscriber list. Again, pop those into the comments that you see below this video. And I'll be dropping down in there. I'll hang out in the comments, answering your questions and helping you out with your newsletter journey. And with that, we shall wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching the video. And make sure, again, subscribe, drop that. Here, the note for editor, we'll clean that up. And again, well, take 3. And again, make sure you subscribe, big red button down below. Make sure you click the bell icon and set for notifications so you can get all of our bonus content next time. And on that note, we'll see you next time. Goodbye for now. Okay, audience, we're still here. Made it through. So there's a few edits there, Nick, but we got it done. And now we're going to get into Q&A in just a moment. So we're going to do a live Q&A. So any questions you've got for me about list building, about the contents of today's broadcast, about how to make money with a list, or anything at all, we're going to open it up to just ask me anything. So you can do on-topic questions or ask me any questions at all. So get those into the chat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very quick commercial break so I can rest my tired voice. And then I'll be right back in just about 2 minutes with all of your questions answered and some more bonus content that I'll be talking about in just a few minutes. So with that, let me queue up. Let's see, which commercial shall we do? I'll give you the presidents. How about that one? Here you go.
The presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had PushButton AI do all the work, didn't you?
that's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using PushButton AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning, you wouldn't believe.
This PushButton AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
And we're back. At least some of us are. So we have a YouTube ad break that's also going. So some of you might be seeing YouTube ads and aren't quite back yet. So we'll give everybody a moment to get back checked in after the YouTube ads complete. But Producer Nick, do we have any questions?
Yeah. All right. So this first one is from Brian, and I think it's a good question. He says, what AI software will write a series of email follow-ups to engage and sell?
Well, that is one of the features that my software does. So what we do, and we dropped a link, it's pinned in the comments if you want to watch a replay of the webinar that talks about it. But what it does is it will write a 30-day email sequence for you. And it does that automatically. So we have, there are two of our flagship products. We have Commission Engine, which is what that webinar is all about. You see pinned in the comments. Excuse me. And then we have PushButton AI, and both of them build complete businesses. And part of the package is a 30-day email sequence. So that's one option you have. Give me a quick chance to plug my stuff, but you can tap that link and find out more about it. But So that's one option. And then otherwise, you can also do this with some of the off-the-shelf tools like ChatGPT or Claude, Gemini from Google. There's a lot of different AI chatbots, that you can create email follow-up sequences from. And then I'm trying to remember if have we done a training video on that, on creating email sequences with AI? That might be a good one.
Newsletters, like content newsletters, but nothing about selling or like an onboarding sequence or something like that.
Oh, so we do have one on the channel that's about creating content email newsletters, but not marketing follow-ups. Can you guys vote in the chat? Who here wants that training? Would you like training on using a tool like ChatGPT or Claude to write promotional marketing sequences? Let me know in the chat. If there's enough interest in that, that's something that producer Nick can add to the lineup.
All right. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'd want to make that would be fun to make, actually.
And I wonder how many keyword searches are out there related to that. There might be a decent keyword volume about that. So if the audience is interested enough, do the research and let's add it to our lineup. I'll let you figure out when you want to do it and schedule it and all of that. But yeah, if there's enough interest, let's do it.
All right. Oh wow, the chat's lighting up. It looks like there is interest.
Cool.
All right. Cool. Well, with that in mind, let's move on to a question from Rochelle. She wants to know, how could I monetize a newsletter?
Well, there's a bunch of ways to monetize a newsletter. And I know we have a video on the channel about this. Do you know the one I'm talking about, Nick?
Yes.
I think we have a list of, I think it's 7 ways to monetize an email newsletter.
That's it. I'll drop it in the chat. I'm plugging my computer in real quick, but yeah, I'll drop that in.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so we'll drop a link in the chat. You can go watch that, but I'll tell you there's a lot of ways to monetize them. So first of all, if you have a product or service in the niche, then that is a fantastic way to promote your own business. So that's what I'm doing. So we have an email newsletter. In it, we promote my products and services. I'm kind of like the official sponsor of my own newsletter, so to speak. And so producer Nick runs the newsletter, and he puts a lot of valuable content, a lot of helpful information, and then we plug my products and services in there, and that works really well. But that is by far not the only way. You can actually monetize an email newsletter with ads, which is a very trendy thing to do right now. So if you use tools like Beehive, so let's say if you use Beehive to build your email newsletter subscriber list, they have built-in tools that will help you make money with your email list. Now, I think they have different levels, and I think you have to be at their pro level in order to get those features, which I believe is $97 a month for that level. Yeah, and do we have? I don't know if you have the affiliate link for that handy. You could drop that into the chat if we do.
Sure.
But Beehive is a great example of a tool. They'll host your email, they'll send your email newsletters for you, and they have monetization tools built in, like the ads, so you can get paid to do that. And I know for us, we've experimented with that and dropping ads in, and we found for us, because I have my own products and services, we make more money promoting my stuff than having the ads in there. And then another strategy can be promoting affiliate links. So you can go to places like Commission Junction. Sorry, Commission Junction is an affiliate network, but I'd recommend ClickBank, Commission Junction, or other places where you can get affiliate links that you can promote in your newsletter. That's another way to monetize it. And go check out that video that's on the channel. There's a lot more detailed information about how to do this.
All right. Okay. So next question from DE Production. They say, where do we keep track of the list, a CRM, with that says what each buying subscriber buys, likes, and refers? Does the Job Crusher CRM have a database to keep track of these things?
Okay, so what you're talking about is for our tools. Just want to clarify that for the whole audience, because not everybody here is a customer. But if you have a business that was built with PushButton AI or with our commission engine product, you do have a customer relationship management system built into that. So there's one system that manages all of your leads and your subscribers and your emails, right? That is over there. If you want to look at your buyers, if you're selling stuff, that is different. That is in a different place inside your website. But it is available where you can go and browse all the buyers and see who bought what and all of that. For more information on that, just open up a ticket. Send us a help ticket. We can point you to where those things are. Just send an email to help@pushbutton.ai. So help@pushbutton.ai, and they'll point you to the right things. But yeah, we have two different tools, one for your buyers and one for all of your leads and your email lists and subscribers. And both of those are included in what you get when you use our tools to build a business.
Awesome. All right. And then Heidi has an interesting question. She says, is there a difference between PushButton AI and PushButton Millionaires?
I don't know who PushButton Millionaires is, so that's not us. Yeah. But PushButton AI is a tool that builds entire businesses. You heard the little plug. You heard the presidents endorse it. So look, if Elon likes it, it must be good, right? That's not really, I know you guys know, but just for clarity, that's not Elon. That's just AI. Don't want to get smacked by some YouTube censor that they think I'm trying to make everybody think it's really Elon.
Interesting. Have you, because I'm looking up, they got me curious. I'm like, who's the PushButton Millionaire? Is this the first time you've heard that, or have you heard that confusion?
I haven't heard that before. Who is that?
Yeah, Heidi, if you could tell us a little bit more. I actually can't find anything. I looked up PushButton Millionaire, and I couldn't find anything on him.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. That's not us. Yeah, PushButton AI is just a tool suite that, I say just, but it's a tool suite that builds your entire business, writes all of your emails, writes all your sales pages, registers your domain name, sets up your website, launches your whole business, and it's all done with a swarm of AI agents that kind of do all those tasks, automate it, and launch the business for you. So that's what PushButton AI is, for those who are interested. And there you go. So we'll move on to the next question.
Yes. Well, let's see. So that was the last one from Heidi, but she does have follow-up. She says she keeps getting ads from this PushButton Millionaire guy, and she says she can even send us a link to the video if we want to see.
Oh, I'd like to check. They're running ads on our channel is probably what's happening. Yeah. That's not me. That's just some
Interesting.
Yeah, I would like to see it. I'd love to see who's advertising on the channel. And but that's not us.
Yeah, please drop the link. I'd love to see. And she also says, another follow-up, she says, I know I've talked to the people about PushButton, and I'm kicking myself for not jumping on it.
Well, you can get in now. Just go go book a demo, talk to the sales team, and jump in. So, which by the way, you can book a demo. If you'd like to see the technology that I just talked about, you just go to pushbutton.ai/demo. Pushbutton.ai/demo. Go there, book your demo, talk to the team, and see if it's a good fit. And use the tool to build a business.
All right. Good question from Rochelle. She says, thank you very much. So you produce a newsletter and give it away for free? Exactly.
Yes. There are strategies where you can have paid newsletters, and there are people that do like a free and then a paid tier where you can like upgrade. I recommend just getting started, especially if it's your first newsletter, just give it away for free. And then later you can decide if charging money for like a premium edition is worth doing. I know that's something that we've debated, Nick, and, we have some insight into that about whether or not we wanted to do a premium version of the newsletter or a premium community that people can join. And we've gone back and forth about whether or not to launch that. Yeah.
What I need to, and I'm the bottleneck here. You've been pushing me for months. I need to start hiring. I need to start hiring faster and hiring more, so I have more people on my team. So I'm not wearing 50 hats at the same time. And then I think if I can, I'm finally getting to it. But I think if I can lock in and really do it these next few months, I think it would make sense. I think it's possible. I just need the extra bandwidth. Does that make any sense?
It does. It does. Although what I would say too is, we've recently discovered something where when we promote one of my products, I have a 5-day challenge that we do every week. And we just recently experimented with putting that as an upsell, kind of like you join the free newsletter. And then the very first thing you see is a video for me offering a discount to join my 5-day challenge. And that's actually working really well. So I don't even know if we could beat that. It's making a lot of money, actually, Nick. So I don't know if we can even beat it with a paid newsletter. Yeah.
Yeah, we might as well just scale that offer if it's, if we're getting ROAS on it. So.
Yeah, I mean, we were doing some
that wouldn't make sense.
the other day.
You'd just be distracting yourself for no reason. If that offer can scale and make a lot of money, why do we need a new one? Yeah,
and just for clarity for everybody, so what we did is, we have our free newsletter, and when you join it, if you're new and you've never joined it before, you can go join it and you'll see what happens, right? So if you go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe and then you join, you'll see on the next page there's an offer from me for our 5-day challenge product where you can work with me for 5 days to build a business using AI tools. So we added that in. That went live, about 10 days ago? Is that about right?
Yeah.
And we were doing the math just from the early round of testing. And do you remember what we had? It was like a ridiculous number per subscriber that we were making.
The very lowest estimate was $25 per subscriber. Yeah. And then the higher end was about 60. That's so not even per purchase. That's per email we get.
Yeah. And now realize, though, one of the things is that value is high because it's coming from our content. So we're doing content marketing like this YouTube channel, right? So people become introduced to me and the brand and our different tools and products. They go and subscribe. So then when they see the 5-day challenge offer from me, they're like primed to want to buy that. And again, that it's insane. $25 is what we're earning within the first 30 days from a new email newsletter subscriber. It's which is nuts. So
we were talking the other day, like we got an estimate where it was like we think we could start scaling and running paid ads to the newsletter and get them in for $3 a pop. So
yeah,
well, pay $3, $25 comes out.
The key will be, how do we get people to be warmed up to the brand? Like from our content, when someone's like here with us on YouTube, they hear from you, they hear from me, they're familiar with us. Usually if you're going to then click and go sign up to our newsletter, they probably have built a certain level of where they know, like, and trust us a little bit. They go over and join the newsletter. And so if we can replicate that experience with paid ad spending, it'll be a license to just print money. It really will. So looking forward to testing that. Yeah. So anyway, back to everybody's questions. Hopefully, I don't know if that was useful. Did you guys find that useful to hear kind of insights on how we're using email? Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Okay, this is from Spirit Mind. Spirit Mind says, do you need to build a website to start an online business?
I mean, there are some business models where you can start without a website, but in all honesty, I mean, in 99% of the situations, yes, you do need a website. Now
what's the 1%? Where would you not need a website?
I mean, if you're doing everything in social media, so let's say as an example, I mean, I could see a situation where you can build an audience, let's say on TikTok, right? And then use a tool like a link tree or a link tool to then link to affiliate offers that are not yours. You're linking out to other affiliate products. And then you don't ever build your own website. that's a pretty rare example, but that's one example of how you might do that, And
you could be a TikTok shop affiliate and make money and not have to set up a website.
Yeah,
I guess that's
exactly.
One way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Or
if you're trying to be an
creator
influencer,
fund.
if you're trying to be an influencer, you could. Now, I'll say that being said, that
That's
if
risky.
you have a website, it opens the door to a lot of different ways to make money that you'll never have if you don't have a site. So, and speaking of that, so I would like to take a moment to plug PushButton AI again, because if you don't yet have a site, it will build you one. It registers your domain name. It helps you pick like awesome domains. It registers them. It does all the tech setup. Like it'll set up your hosting for the servers where your site goes. It'll build the site, install the site, set it all up, configure it, and launch it, and then hand you the keys to start running it. So that is something that if you're interested in that, what I'd like to do is I'm going to take a super quick commercial break. And what I'll do is I'll play, I have a commercial that talks about the tool and explains what it is. So I'm going to play that quick commercial. I want to take a very quick break, drink a little more coffee, and then we'll be right back with the rest of your questions. So with that, we'll take this quick commercial break, and I'll see everybody in just a moment. And by the way, can you pop the link for getting a demo of PushButton AI out there for me, Nick?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Those of you who are not yet a PushButton AI customer, then you need to check this out. And all you need to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo, and you can get a live one-on-one appointment to get on Zoom and see this powerful technology in action. And with PushButton AI, it will build an entire business from bottom to top. Everything you need, from your domain name to your logo to videos to audio lessons, an entire course that you can sell as your own, a 30-day email sequence that it writes. You can send a daily email for 30 days, all written by AI, and a whole lot more. It writes your sales page. If you're not sure how to write an expert sales page to convince people to buy stuff, it writes it for you. It writes a free report that you can give away to get subscribers to your list. It even creates and writes the opt-in subscription page to get people to subscribe to get the free report. And it goes on and on and on. It even writes your first 10 blog posts for you, and it can do so much more. Social media posts, ads, all of these things are done, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and push a button. Now, PushButton AI is not available to the public at the time of recording this video, and the only way to get in is by invite to our behind-the-scenes beta access. And during your live demo, we'll show you the technology. We'll actually work with you to actually map out an entire course that you could sell as your own. We'll outline the course with you together on the one-on-one Zoom call. And then if you so decide, if you're a good fit, you can come in, join our PushButton AI beta program, and be in business with that very course by the next day. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to figure out if this powerful technology is right for you. You can register there. You'll book an appointment in the calendar. Be sure you show up. Our team will be very excited to meet you and show you how the tech works, outline your new course for you. And hopefully it's a fit and we can work together to launch your next business. All righty, we are back. And of course, we've got the YouTube ads doing their thing. And thank you, Lisa. Looks like you joined as a channel member. So awesome for that. Glad to have you there. And producer Nick, what other questions do we have today?
Yeah, I like this question a lot from the motivational minister. Here's what he says. He says, with your years of experience, which strategy has gained you the most leads?
For lead generation strategy, the most leads. Well, this one is, if I'm just to answer it straight up, the strategy that's gotten me the most leads is using webinars. Webinars are not necessarily within reach for everyone, especially if you're newer at starting a business. But whether it's a webinar that I'm promoting my own product or a webinar that I am promoting somebody else's product as an affiliate, there's always a registration process where someone has to register to attend the webinar. And that for me, if I were to count the number of subscribers on my current list, most of them come from that process. And then I would say next down would be our newsletter. And then next down from that, one of the things that I do is I love to make sure that I have kind of woven in opt-ins to the basic parts of my business, which is something as simple as making sure I link to the newsletter as many places as I can, right? So that you might find like there's so many opportunities to promote your newsletter at the bottom of blog posts, on your website, on your social medias. You might also find that like if you have a sign-up process to sign up to your website, making sure that everybody who signs up goes on your mailing list. So it's just being really efficient about promoting and getting people on your list in as many different touch points and places across your business as you can. And that really adds up over time. So there you go. There's also some paid strategies. I think a lot of people, I'll ask the audience here. So I was in my mind, I'm thinking I wasn't really going to talk too much about paid strategies because a lot of people are interested in free strategies, but who would be interested in learning how to run ads, like paid ads to get newsletter subscribers? Say paid ads in the chat if you'd be interested in that. So that's another strategy. And actually, as I think this through, that is probably number 2. So I would say webinars is number 1, paid ads is number 2. And the funny thing is, many of the paid ads promote the webinars, but so they kind of go together. So just pop paid ads into the chat if that's something you're interested in. And maybe we'll, again, based on interest, we can cover that in more detail. Cool. And maybe we can do a fun experiment, in fact. Nick, I know we've wanted to do a lot of these live on the high wire without a net kind of live experiments. Maybe we'll do that. You want to spend some money getting some Ingeniosity subscribers, and we'll show everybody how to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Because it does look like there's enough interest to do it.
All right.
Okay, yet another thing to throw on the lineup.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. What other questions have we got?
All right. Good question from Angelo. This one's directed at me because I was talking about expanding my area and hiring people. He says, why not create a chatbot to carry some of the load? Good question. Maybe we should do that. I like the suggestion.
Yeah, so I missed something there. Create a chatbot to what?
Carry some of the load. Like, if I'm talking about hiring out in my area, he's like, why not hire AI?
I got it. So we get you a team of AI virtual assistants.
Ooh, that'd be nice. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Okay. From Lisa, who thanks for becoming a member, by the way. She says, hi, Bill. Sorry for coming in late. I was on the phone with Jelly purchasing Commission Engine.
Oh, fantastic. Well, welcome aboard. I think you'll really like it. Yeah. I like that product. I've got some big plans for what we're doing with it. Yeah, glad to have you on board.
Awesome. From Spirit Mind, here's what they say. I'm interested in PushButton. Do you know how much it will cost, Bill?
There are different pricing depending upon what you need. And I would say the best thing to do is to book that demo. If you go to that link and there'll be an opt-in form, and then you can book in the calendar and there's a video from me that explains a little more in detail what it is. And then you can book in the calendar and have a chat with somebody. But there are different levels depending upon what you need. As an example, we have a level, we call it our ultimate level, where it comes even with one-on-one coaching, where if you would like a consultant to work with you and guide you, kind of a mentor or consultant who can help you get going and help you get your business started, or maybe you need some help with getting traffic to your website. So you get your own dedicated consultant who works with you one-on-one on Zoom and through chat for 8 weeks to get you started. So that's like our VIP kind of, we call it the ultimate level. That one's, pricey. That is not an inexpensive product. And then there are ones that are cheaper than that, depending upon what you need. So I would say book a demo, and then they have options for different payment arrangements and things that they can talk to you about. So yeah, just chat with the team, and you get a chance to see the technology for yourself. They'll do a demo. They'll show you how it works and all of that, and then find out which version and which level fits your needs properly. And then they can give you pricing based on that.
All right. Well, okay. First off, a ton of noise from the audience. They really want us to do paid ads, so I feel like a lot more than all the usual suggestions. We ask them for suggestions all the time. They're really into the paid ads, so I feel like we have to oblige them. So there's that. Then there's two back-to-back from the Mick. First, he says, "Hello, gentlemen. I'm in the middle of building a commission engine site, and the experience is overall pretty great."
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that. So there you go. So we have one person who just bought Commission Engine, another person who's building their first site and having a good experience. So love to hear that. That's fantastic news.
Yes, and then we have a follow-up. He says, quick question. Would getting a PO box in the US be a better solution for an address? Or is it okay to put my EU address on the site? Does it really matter?
I would say, that's a question that at the surface, I'll answer just fairly generically, but it kind of depends on your situation and what you're selling and what your business is. But just overall, generically, what's really important is that it's just a real address. You want to put a real legitimate address on your website. A lot of people will put a fake address, that's a mistake. Don't do that. But as long as it is a real legitimate address where you can actually receive mail, that's the important part. And if it's in the European Union, that's okay. Of course, if it's in the United States, so few people will even notice what your address is that it's not that important, but it does boost confidence a little bit if you're selling to a US market and you have a US address. But honestly, so few people are going to see that I don't know how much that really matters. One other consideration is, could it impact? What's that?
I accidentally clicked a random
message. Okay. Showing random chats on the screen. Yeah. So one other factor that could impact it is for search engine rankings. If you want to be shown to a US audience for Google, sometimes Google will pick up a signal based upon the address on the website. It's just one of many signals that they'll use to determine who they're going to show, the search engine listings to. So there's all the different factors. And honestly, early on, if your site is new, you're not going to get any search engine traffic, when the site is brand new anyway. So it's not super important early on. So there's all the factors, and hopefully that's enough to help you make your decision.
All right. Okay. A comment from Heidi. This is the person who discovered the push button millionaire, was telling us about it. She says, and that's it. That's it for me about that. I'm done hijacking your chat about the push button millionaire. That's okay.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm curious. I like to learn what else is out there and what ads are showing on our channel. So I am definitely curious about that. So thanks for bringing it up.
Yes. And then Spirit Mind says, Bill, I love this family.
Me too.
Nice. All right. Heidi, another message from Heidi. She says she signed up for a demo tonight at 7:15. Can't wait.
Oh,
nice.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
Look forward to, hopefully we'll see you in the program and having access to some of the tools. But either way, I'll be happy to see you on the channel, whether you join or not. So let us know next week if you decided to jump in.
Yeah. Okay, John. John says, is there an option to use the software in a do-it-yourself capacity? I think he means for the demos.
Yeah, for as far as a demo, that's booked through the sessions. So there's no kind of like self-serve demo. But yeah, if you want to see it, you got to book a demo, got to talk to the team. Now, if you're talking about when you build the site, one of the things about our tool is we give you two options. One is to just let the AI do everything for you. We call that the quick site build. That's like the push button version of it. And then there's an option where you can build it together with the AI. So you get to go like step by step, editing, polishing, improving what the AI is putting out. So you have a choice. You can do it either way. If you want to just like push the button and give the AI, let the AI take the wheel, then you can do that. Or you can work together with it. And it's almost like you're the editor, so you get to polish and improve and humanize it. So yeah, you have a choice to go either way when you build your business.
All right. All right, Blake. He's got 2 questions on Commission Engine. First one, he says, the first one's more of a statement, second one's a question. But he says, my experience with Commission Engine becomes odd at the ClickBank interface. The suggested products don't really connect with the topic, which was previously researched and validated in ClickBank.
Yeah, that is odd. I'd love to know a little more about that. And one thing I'll tell you too is when you're at that step, you can override the search. So if for some reason the AI is, having a little bit of a moment and needs some help, you can always go in. You'll notice at the top of the screen is a manual search box. So if you want to like override what the AI is picking, you can change the search query there. But what would be really helpful to know, and this was Blake, right? Yeah. So what would be really helpful to know, Blake, is if you actually can look at what are the keywords that are being used to search your products. If you can share that with us along with what you're trying to build and send it in a ticket. So just send it to help@PushButton AI. And in there, let them know that I asked for this information. I wanted to know to have you pass it on to me. So if you've got that data, drop that into an email. Tell them, hey, Bill wanted this from me. Please pass it on to him. And then I'll dig into it a little further. But you can always do a manual override of the search at the top of that page. Okay.
All right. And then his follow-up question is, any timeline on when other affiliate networks will be incorporated?
When they'll be incorporated. There are 2 we are working with right now that I don't want to make a prediction because it depends on them. Actually, we're in negotiation with them. It could be like incredible, very, very fast, but it's not on me at this point. It's on them. So I hope to have more news about this. Maybe even I certainly hope by next week to have more news about this, but yeah, so we're in talks with networks, and I'll give you more info soon.
All right. Heidi just saying she couldn't find the link to Push Button Millionaire. That's fine.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, that's fine.
Blake, so he had some follow-up. He says, I have connected with Push Button support. Gary, I did share this stuff with him.
Okay, cool. Then you know what? Well, you know what? I was going to ask Samantha, but she is off today. Let me see. Who shall I ask? You know what? I'll go to Curtis. Let me find Curtis in our Discord. Where is Curtis? There he is. And just typing up a message from... Okay, message sent. There we go. So I'm going to take it up with Curtis on our team. He's head of quality control, and we'll dig into this a little more. So thanks for letting us know, Blake.
Yeah. All right. And that looks like we're all caught up.
Okay, fantastic. Well, that's just on time because in 5 minutes I have a conference call. So,
Nice.
so then, So what I want to tell everybody is I appreciate you. I'm really glad that you're part of our little family here at PushButton AI, and with our channel, we've been working hard to grow this channel, starting to have some success here on YouTube, and I really do appreciate you being part of that. And you guys are awesome. I hope we enlightened you a little bit today, gave you some new insights into different ways you can build or grow your businesses. That's the whole point of these shows. And I want to thank producer Nick for your help on making that happen. So, yeah, and with that, we're going to head out of here. I got a couple of commercials I'm going to play. First, I'm going to tell you about something called our Success Session. So if you're one of the new members and you're new to the channel, watch it's a little ad I'm going to play, and it's a completely free service designed to help you supercharge your efforts to be an online entrepreneur. So keep an eye on that. I'm going to play that as we wrap up the show here. But on that note, I'll see y'all next time. Bye for now. 25 years of building online businesses, I've discovered that it can be a confusing and overwhelming process. Luckily, I made it through all of that, and I've generated over $100 million in results across all of my companies over the years. But for many entrepreneurs, like you maybe, you might be facing uncertainty, overwhelm, confusion about what to do next to make profit online. Whether you're starting your first business or you might be trying to grow your existing business. And if you would like to get certainty, clarity, and your own roadmap to success, then I'm offering a special one-on-one consultation. This is a one-on-one success session. It is absolutely free. And the reason I'm offering this is because I've found that if you help people understand their roadmap and their path forward, that they'll do business with you when it makes sense. So by showing you and helping you get that clarity, get that certainty, and having your own roadmap to achieve success through online entrepreneurship, I know that if it's a right fit, that you'll do business with me in the future. So I'm willing to offer this totally free to join a member of my team and learn for yourself. And don't worry, there is no high pressure sales tactics here. This is just help to help you succeed. So instead of the high pressure sales, we're going to jump on with you one-on-one. We'll have an interview session to learn a little bit more about you and put together a specific program. We'll do a follow-up call, and you'll be able to join one of my experts, and they're going to help you achieve the clarity that you desire so that you know what to do, so you can make the maximum amount of profits fast for your unique situation. In this session, you're going to uncover exactly what business and marketing strategies are going to unlock the profits that you're looking for. You're going to uncover the best lead generation strategies for existing business owners. So if you've got a business that you want to expand, we're going to cover how to do that. If you're a new business owner, we're going to cover how to start your first successful business. We're going to help you deal with any overwhelm, confusion, or uncertainty on what to do next, which I find for new entrepreneurs is vital. Then we're going to help you figure out what might have gone wrong in the past, because chances are you've probably tried a few things and you might be frustrated with what happened. So we're going to cover what went wrong from past marketing efforts so that you don't make those mistakes again. Then you're going to discover unique methods of affiliate marketing that are not possible anywhere else. Finally, we're going to uncover any issues you might be having with mindset and the way you're approaching and thinking about your business so that you can learn what is the optimum way to get productivity, to stay motivated, to not go into procrastination, and actually get things done in your business. And then, if our push-button business building tools are the right solution for you, we will do a personalized live demo for you, and we'll show you how our tools can help you. And if it's a good fit, awesome, we can do some business together. And if not, you come away from the session with some value, knowing exactly what you need to do next. And that helps me achieve my mission in life, which is to help as many entrepreneurs like you as possible. Claim your absolutely free success session by going to the link that you see on the screen below and find exactly how we can help you. And whether or not you choose to do business with me now or sometime in the future, or maybe we don't do business at all, I am happy to be able to help you in your journey as an entrepreneur. I look forward to hearing all about your session. We'll see you next time.
You can now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse. Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called PushButton AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. PushButton AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with PushButton AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
Those of you who are not yet a PushButton AI customer, then you need to check this out. And all you need to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo, and you can get a live one-on-one appointment to get on Zoom and see this powerful technology in action. And with PushButton AI, it will build an entire business from bottom to top. Everything you need, from your domain name to your logo to videos to audio lessons, an entire course that you can sell as your own, a 30-day email sequence that it writes. You can send a daily email for 30 days, all written by AI, and a whole lot more. It writes your sales page. If you're not sure how to write an expert sales page to convince people to buy stuff, it writes it for you. It writes a free report that you can give away to get subscribers to your list. It even creates and writes the opt-in subscription page to get people to subscribe to get the free report. And it goes on and on and on. It even writes your first 10 blog posts for you, and it can do so much more. Social media posts, ads, all of these things are done, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and push a button. Now, PushButton AI is not available to the public at the time of recording this video. And the only way to get in is by invite to our behind-the-scenes beta access. And during your live demo, we'll show you the technology. We'll actually work with you to actually map out an entire course that you could sell as your own. We'll outline the course with you together on the one-on-one Zoom call. And then if you so decide, if you're a good fit, you can come in, join our PushButton AI beta program, and be in business with that very course by the next day. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to figure out if this powerful technology is right for you. You can register there. You'll book an appointment in the calendar. Be sure you show up. Our team will be very excited to meet you and show you how the tech works, outline your new course for you, and hopefully it's a fit and we can work together to launch your next business.